Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Last outing for Phoenix, the loss to the Lakers. And boy, they really got humiliated at home. They got flat out dominated in that game, guys.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Tatum out there with Doherty. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then it's Mullen. And it's Iverson in at the two-guard spot. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And stolen by Iverson. And here comes the break for the finish. And Iverson throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
To the middle, Jay. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that's now 6 points for Jay. Jay's got it on a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Iverson outside. Outside, Billups. There's the triple. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Jay, guarded by Tatum. Hardaway from outside. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Mutombo.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Billups kicks to Doherty. And there's the pass to Mullen. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Here's Houston. Iverson covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Houston, a pro at initiating the contact, an aggressive shooter who's looking for opportunities to get to the line.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Mullen. It's tipped. Houston, the pass to Jay. The layup missed. The Suns leading. And it's Mullen that time on the assist by Iverson. Mullen's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Passes it to Houston. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. 5 points in the game.
Gotta love seeing Houston get space there to shoot it from deep. He is one of the best from beyond the arc.
Billups dishes to Tatum. And the shot goes in. Here's Hardaway. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the inside. Edwards passes to Houston. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
On offense, here are the Suns. The 3 from Billups. Mutombo grabs the board. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Outside, Billups. Hardaway against Tatum. Sinks the triple. Tatum's got his third basket of the night right there. Jay, the pass to Hardaway. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Iverson, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Offensive rebound. Here's Mutombo. Second-chance shot, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
The Suns trailing. And here is Billups. Doherty with the ball. Outside, Mullen. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Houston. Iverson covering. Hardaway passes to Edwards. Tries again. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway's got 5.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Iverson outside. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. Kaman comes in for Doherty. And Martin subbed in for Mullen. Edwards against Tatum. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. For the Ravens, they come in off a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Billups passes to Iverson. Fires from 18, and that one is good. He's got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. So Vancouver ends up going with a new group. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 4. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Jackson hits both of them. Now Williams. Inside. Here's Bradley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Kaman. Vancouver shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And so Bradley nails both of them.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And the basket by Jackson.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And that one's good, Williamson. And the Ravens lead by 4.
You just love it when you can pick up those extra possessions, and Zion's the guy you want doing that.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Griffith. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Marbury passes to Williamson. Scored the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Martin with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Zerbiak. And here is Kaman. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 6 on the shot clock. Griffith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Suns have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Wilkes the pass to Williamson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Kenyon Martin.
Yeah, good luck trying to stop Zion there. He's so determined to score. When the defense gets physical with him, he comes right back at him.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Martin. The pass to Zerbiak. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Wilkes. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Ravens will retain possession here. Here's Marbury. Williamson trying to free himself up. Nails the baby hook. Marbury's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Suns trail by 6. Now here's Jackson. Kaman inside, guarded by Bradley. Goes back up. Griffith can't get it to go. Here's Vancouver with the ball. And here's Bradley. That one falls. And the Ravens lead by 8.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
And finished off by Kaman.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Jackson. After Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Griffith. Good D by Williamson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Williamson's got 9 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Zerbiak. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Greg, obviously we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you now have gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because you're still thinking you can be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
Jackson with it. He has 6. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Serbiak. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. He's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Jackson against Ainge. The drive by Jackson. Here's Griffith. 5 points in the game.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now, here is Ainge. 6-point lead. Off target at the rim.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Last outing for Vancouver, it was a loss to the Hornets. And Haslam kicks to Williamson. Wilkes. But they'll get another chance. A second chance effort, and it's sent back by Kaman. To the paint. Griffith can't get it to go.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williams. Williamson making things. Happened for Vancouver. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Ravens here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. Williams is out there with Ainge. Then there's Haslam. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Marbury in at the small forward. And it goes down 2 points. Serbiak's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Jackson. Martin is out there with Chris Kaman. And it's Griffith in at the 2 spot. And finished off by Kaman.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And Vancouver with the possession here. The Suns getting the bucket. Cantor, the pass to Haslam. Cantor trying to free himself up. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Bucket is good. He's got 8.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's the Ravens with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Williams kicks to Haslam. Fires the 3. The shot by Ainge, no good. The Suns trailing. Jackson with it. Cantor covering. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Stolen away. And here's the break. Hardaway for 3. Cans it from downtown. Hardaway has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot blocker.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Iverson after Vancouver got the 3-pointer. Kaman kicks to Iverson. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Some changes for Phoenix. Tatum, he's checked in for Kaman. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Jackson. Outside, Billups. And it's Iverson missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Suns trail by 10, and now the Suns a fast break. Phoenix, no good that time either. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Billups. And he's good on the 3-ball. Billups has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Hardaway passes to it.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Traps in the tray. Hardaway has got the lead up to 14 now for Vancouver.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. And that's his 2nd in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Iverson's got 10 points.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
They get it back. Billups from outside. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Pass to Jay. Here's Edwards. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 9 points. Here's Doherty. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A smart player who just really understands positioning. Hard to stop Doherty there on the inside without fouling.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Suns trail by 7. Phillips passes to Tatum. Over Mutombo. Tatum no good. Here's Vancouver with the ball. Here's Houston. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here are the Suns now. Iverson outside. High, arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Iverson's got 12.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Phillips. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it out to Mullen. Beyond the arc. Vancouver pulls it in.
And they continue to control the glass.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now a 12-point Vancouver lead.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Outside Phillips. And it's blocked by Mutombo.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Mutombo dishes to Hardaway. Rebound by the Suns. Doherty's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Tatum. Vancouver pulls it in. Hardaway has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Edwards. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 10. Here's Mullen. Tatum trying to break free. And it's Mullen that time on the assist by Phillips. Phillips has got his 3rd assist on the night. Jay, the pass to Mutombo. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Sublime stuff. Guys, absolutely sublime.
Agreed. He's going to start putting on a show now. Martin's checked in for Mullen. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Phillips. Stolen. Here's Houston. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Timeout.
Houston's got 13.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
So Vancouver ends up going with a new group. And again, it's the Suns missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Wilkes the pass to Marbury. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Now Billups. 9 points in the game so far. The three from Tatum. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Here's Wilkes. Out to the right wing. Cantor inside. He's guarded by Billups. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
With a number of go-to moves and a soft touch, Cantor can crush you inside.
Zerbiak passes to Tatum. Kicks it to Billups. And here is Zerbiak. 10 points for him. And that time, also a missed shot.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Timeout called, the Suns.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Chris Kaman has checked in for Phoenix. Jackson comes in for Chauncey Billups. Now here is Martin. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Zerbiak. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, how about the range there from Zerbiak? He doesn't hesitate when pulling from outside.
It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here. Vancouver leading by 18. Now, here is Ainge. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
It's good. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Here's Wilkes. And Haslam kicks to Ainge. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ainge has got 6 points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Zerbiak. Vancouver pulls it in. Williamson right side. Martin with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. 1:41 left in the first half. Here's Ainge. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
This Sun squad struggling. Jackson with it. Now defended by Williamson. Jackson kicks to Martin. Here's Zerbiak. Another three for Phoenix.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here is Ainge. He's got 9. Bradley with the ball. That shot off.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. 50 seconds left now here in the second. Vancouver leading by 19 points. That one goes in. 11 points in the game.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Outside, Martin. Tipped away. It's stolen by Haslam. And they're moving it up. Here's Ainge. They grab their own miss. Here's Williamson. Drops in the layup for 2. Williamson's got 13.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And the first one at the line is good.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
Here's Hardaway, and it's Hardaway with the jam.
And just fluid off the dribble. Great length to finish, and Hardaway attacking now with purpose.
Jackson, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's Vancouver sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Looking at the Ravens, Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA, over.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Suns trail by 21. Hardaway is out there with Edwards. Then there's Jay, and it's Mutombo, and it's Houston at the point. Pass to Doherty. Now Iverson. Outside Billups. 5 to shoot. From deep. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And for Phoenix, we've got Tatum. Chauncey Billups out there with Iverson. Then it's Mullen. And it's Doherty in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Ravens, we've got Hardaway. Mutombo is out there with Edwards. Then there's Jay, and it's Houston at the 1 spot.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Billups. Count that bucket.
And no doubt what's on Tatum's mind when that pass is coming to him. He's got a scorer's mentality. If it's a clean look, he's going to let it fly.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Suns trail by 21. Billups inside the line. That one off the back iron and out.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Phillips dishes to Tatum.
And with that length, Tatum able to rise above defenders to knock down his jumper.
Vancouver leading by 22. Houston, the pass to Mutombo. And it's to Kembe with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Phillips. 9 points in the game so far. Tatum against Edwards. Right at the free throw line. Tatum's shot is off. And Vancouver with the possession here. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Edwards dishes to Hardaway. Kept alive. Mutombo passes to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Changes up. And Mutombo finishes inside. Mutombo's got 11 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Phillips kicks to Tatum. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And he's able to get it back. Doherty, Tatum trying to break free. In transition, here comes Vancouver. Edwards, that's good. He's got 12.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And the Suns call time. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Now here's Phillips. He's got 9. There's the pass to Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line, very good at using his body to draw contact.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's Houston, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And Brent, many players said shooting in the bubble was easier. What's your take on that?
Well, I appreciate you asking me the question, Kevin. I thought about that a lot as I was watching the playoffs last season, and I thought 2 things. One, familiar sight lines. You're going to the same gym to see the same rims over and over and over, and then maybe the extenuating circumstances of no crowd. So feeling like you're in an empty gym, one that you practice in, maybe that leads to more confidence. And we saw the numbers go up for a lot of guys, and we saw the scoring also go up. So maybe those 2 factors contributed to that.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Phillips is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Down low, here's Mutombo, and it's to Kembe with the jam.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Mutombo's gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. Passes it to Iverson. Vancouver pulls it in. Hardaway has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That one good for 2. And that's now 20 points for Jay.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Mutombo inside, working on Doherty.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Outside, Billups. Mullen for three. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Iverson's got 5 assists tonight.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
Tatum dishes to Mullen. Billups against Edwards. Outside, Billups. Right side, Tatum. And he drops it in from the low post. Tatum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And you gotta like how Mullen looks for his open teammates, always trying to make guys better.
Now a timeout called by the Ravens. And it's Williams with the ball for the Ravens. Over in the corner, Williamson bangs home the trifecta. Williamson's got 16 points.
More and more seeing the outside shot coming. Man, if Zion hits those consistently, he's unguardable.
Knocked away. Pulls it up with the putback, and Williams is right there. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Here's Griffith. 5 points in the game, and no good. Pass to Marbury. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. 13 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Kaman. He's got 6.
Timeout. And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Jackson, he's checked in for the Suns. Ravens with the ball. Now Williams. He kicks it to Williamson. Over Martin. And it's Williamson missing. Here's Jackson. And it's blocked by Bradley. Williamson with it, and Kaman picks him up defensively. The kick out to Williams. Here's Williamson. Here's Bradley, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And, you know, for someone with the nickname Dr. Duncanstein, Griffith does a lot of damage from three-point land. He is a high flyer and a long-range bomber.
Marbury passes to Wilkes. Shot clock at 6. Williams can't get it to go. And here are the Suns now. It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Kaman. Back to Jackson. And Marbury pulls it down. Jackson's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
And here's Jackson. He's got 14. Outside, Martin. Back to Jackson. Pass to Griffith. Here's the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Griffith has got 6 in the quarter.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
On the wing, Williams. Out to the wing. From 17 feet out. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. .157 left to play in the third.
Seems like he's lost his mojo offensively after that great first half.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
They get it back. Kaman. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Wilkes. Phoenix grabs the miss. Martin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks to Jackson. Kaman inside. 10 points for him. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Marbury. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
For Vancouver, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And it's the Suns' ball. And the pass to Griffith. Kaman with the ball. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Jackson. And a missed layup.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
There's the double team with Martin. Here's Mutombo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mutombo's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Jackson passes to Kaman, and the shot goes in.
And how about the attitude of Jackson? Just an extraordinary passer who knows how to orchestrate a team.
It's good. 22 points for Jay.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
$19 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson looking it over. The 3. That shot no good. And it's Vancouver with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. And we'll be right back after this. One quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Now, here is Ames. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Young out there with Johnson. Then there's Garland. And there's Jackson. And it's Serbiak in at the small forward position. Outside Hardaway. Takes the three. And it's Ames, that time on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got assist number 5 here tonight. Ames has gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Floats one. And Garland with the lay-in. Garland's got his first 2 points of the night.
Pretty silky smooth floater from Garland that time.
Bradley against Young. Bradley kicks to Ainge. Passes to Hardaway. To the middle. Bradley dishes to Ainge. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Jackson. Softly drops in the floater.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
Cantor kicks to Bradley. Hardaway against Jackson.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
The Suns making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Hardaway finds Bradley. Now, here is Ainge. That 3 off the mark. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Jackson's got the ball. Garland, no good. Ravens with the ball. Hardaway passes to Bradley. Over Johnson. And Bradley gets it to go.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
Garland with it. He's against Cantor. Garland, no good. Here's Vancouver with the ball. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Mullins checked in for Jackson. Garland with it. Pass to Mullen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
And that mid-range spot is so sweet for him.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Garland with it. Cantor covering. Garland, the pass to Tatum. Fires from the line. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. On defense, Vancouver. In transition, here comes Vancouver. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Hardaway has got 50% three-point field goal numbers tonight, 4 of 8. Garland kicks to Mullen. Young outside. Six to shoot. Back to Mullen. Suns moving the ball around. And the Suns miss again. Here's the Ravens with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Tatum. The feed to Young. Got a hand on it. In transition, here comes Vancouver. And Garland comes to help. Inside, here's Mutombo, and it's Dikembe with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
He was all alone on that one. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half.
And Tatum, he can create space, he can shoot over people, does it in both the half court as well as transition.
And the shot goes down.
Well, Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Garland kicks to Mullen. And Garland has it in the corner. Outside Mullen. The pass to Tatum. Here's Johnson. Yep, it counts. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's Garland. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Hardaway dishes to Edwards. Poked loose and stolen by Tatum. Here's the break.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need nor does the team need number 5.
Here's Garland. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Timeout.
Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
Now a timeout called by the Ravens. For the Ravens, and it's Williams with the ball for the Ravens. Passes it to Marbury. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now, here is Young. Here's Johnson. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Marbury lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Marbury's got 20.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Garland with it. Ainge covering. Young with no one around. Good on the baseline, Jay. Young's got his first basket of the night.
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position, and Garland did a nice job there.
Johnson against Ainge. It's deflected. Young with the steal. In the corner, Tatum with it. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
The offensive rebound. Here's Wilkes, defended by Mullen, to the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now Tatum. For 3. Wilkes with the rebound. Wilkes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Ainge. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Kenyon Martin is checked in for Phoenix. And it's the Suns with the ball. And Young kicks to Garland. Pass to Mullen. To the paint. Williamson with the block.
Yeah, Zion just aggressive there and great timing.
Here's Ainge. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ainge has got 11 points in the quarter. And here is Garland.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution for the Suns.
Misses off the right iron. And Vancouver with the possession here. Kicks it to Williams. Pass to Wilkes. Here's Ainge. Williamson, the pass to Wilkes. It's good.
Zion plays within the system right there, very unselfish.
The pass to Martin. And he over. Did it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Vancouver making a switch here. A nice shot by Young.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screens.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here is Ainge. Here's Haslam, picked away.
That's his second personal foul.
On offense, here are the Suns. Griffith passes. To Johnson. Martin against Cantor. Passes it to Griffith. He kicks to Young. Trying his luck from deep. And the Suns get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here is Ainge. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ainge has got 13 points now in the quarter. Here's the Suns with the ball. 1:53 left in the game. Griffith doesn't go for him. And it's the Ravens taking it the other way. Bradley deciding where to go with it. And he banks in the layup.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Johnson after Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. Vancouver pulls it in. Haslam's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Vancouver.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Here's Griffith. Tries it from 19. Yep, that one goes in there. Here's Ainge. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wilkes the pass to Bradley. Shot clock reset for the Ravens. Here's Haslam. And another shot. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And it's off the back rim, no good. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
It's hauled in by the Suns. Now, here's Garland. So it's Vancouver picking up the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.